The ocean takes up heat and gases like carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and stores it. Recent human activity has pushed more heat and carbon into the atmosphere. A lot of this ends up in the ocean, changing its temperature and pH, messing with the weather and harming aquatic animals and plant life. The ocean plays a key role in the world's weather systems. Warmer waters mean stronger storms and heavier rainfalls over land. Life in the ocean adapts slowly to surrounding waters over millions of years. Some species, like turtles and sharks, have outlived the dinosaurs and continued to survive today. All living things have a range of conditions in which they can comfortably live. The pace of ocean warming is outrunning the years it takes for species to adapt to new conditions. Marine flora and fauna, plants and animals, are experiencing conditions outside of their comfortable range and is affecting their survival and reproduction. This means more coral bleaching events and heat-related animal and plant deaths. Yes, what we call global mean sea level has risen about 21 to 24 centimetres since 1880, with most of this in the last 25 years. Sea level rises for two main reasons: when ice melts and when the volume of seawater expands as it warms. This is called thermal expansion. Sea level rise is more visible in some areas than others. People who live on islands and coasts below or near sea level are more at risk than people who live inland. 85% of the Australian population lives within 50 kilometres of the coast. Rising seas caused by global warming means more flooding, shoreline erosion, and king tides. This means coastal infrastructure, like roads and bridges, and houses, are at risk. Sea level rise is measured by global tide stations, robotic instruments, and satellites. Tide stations record the sea level at a specific location. Satellite and instrument measurements give average sea levels across the planet's ocean. Scientists have been keeping a record of the characteristics of the ocean for some time. A growing fleet of robotic instruments have been measuring data on temperature, salinity, the biology and chemistry of the ocean. The museum collection includes one of these instruments, an ARGO float donated by the CSIRO. It was a part of a network of battery-operated, neutrally buoyant floats working to create a comprehensive profile of the world's oceans called the Global Ocean Observing System. They collect on average 12,000 data profiles each month. Each cylinder has temperature, conductivity, depth, and pressure sensors. Wave height and swell data, current speed and direction, and ocean temperature data help researchers understand changing ocean conditions, water cycle, and sea level rise. Records for sea level rise go back to the 19th century. Now, some researchers are turning to Antarctica to give us clues about the deep past. Ice cores from the West Antarctic ice sheet have shown that during the last interglacial period, an increase in ocean temperature of only 2 degrees Celsius caused a mass melting event that made sea level rise by 3 metres. Rising seas are a threat. By 2100, global mean sea level is likely to rise at least 1 foot above 2000 levels, even if we moderate our greenhouse gas emissions. For example, for Torres Strait Islanders, the current sea level means a loss of homes and connection to country. Rising seas may force people to relocate, which creates climate refugees. Inundation also affects our fisheries, aquaculture, spreading of diseases, and more. This graphic in the museum's One Ocean, Our Future exhibition shows what life could be like under warming scenarios if we do something or do nothing for a child that's born today. To support this child's future, we can keep pulling back our dependency on activities that create excess warming and pollution so that the ocean can stop taking the heat for us. It is also good to recreate natural buffering zones like mangrove forests and sea marsh that help restore underwater habitats, protect our coastlines, as well as undertake other engineering solutions for urban planning.